Hey guys, welcome back. Love thy enemy. That's a hard one. A lot of people don't understand that one. How can you love someone that hates you? Okay. The Bible says, "Love thy enemy," because why? Because we are and were the enemies of God. Right? He said, "When thou were my enemies, I saved you." Right? So I used to be an enemy of God in the flesh, sinning, cursing, swearing, drinking, stealing, even murdering. When you mock people and make fun of them and destroy their character, I mean that's the same as murder. It's probably worse than murder because they got to live with that for the rest of their life. At least when they're murdered, they're at peace, maybe. But it's considered murder, even just what's that word I'm looking for? Not rumors, but gossiping. Yeah, gossiping about people is like murder, Jesus says. So gossip is not good, right? I mean, I used to gossip. I used to do it all. I was evil, and then the Lord changed me, right? Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. When the Bible says, now the Bible is perfect. I meet a lot of people, and they say, "Oh, the Bible is not true," and blah blah, and they've never read it. They've never even read it. How can you say something is not right if you've never even read it? I mean, well, the whole world is like that. Just like the medication thing. A lot of people say, "Oh, the medication can't do that." Do you? Well, have you read the ingredients or side effects? No. Well, there you go. Right. That's why my a lot on my mind today, boys. The world is crazy, yo. That's why my ministry is called Anacrino. It means to ask, to investigate, to truly understand, right? And in the Greek, it means ana means up, akrino means to investigate. So it means investigate up, heaven. What is heaven? Where is it? Who am I? You got to ask, and you shall receive. Well, if you don't ask, how are you ever going to find out? Right? You just sit around and ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is not bliss. I mean, you might feel it temporarily, but we're here, what, 100 years tops? And your soul lives forever? And what you do on here, earth, determines if your soul goes up or down? It's the most important thing of all time. That's why it's the only thing I teach, the only thing I show. There's nothing important. School's not important. Your certificates are not important. Money is not important. Retirement's not important. It's all going to be destroyed anyway. It's all vanity. Everything you do here is vanity. It all goes back to the dust and no one remembers you anyway. Right? It's all about your soul. But there's so many distractions here. It's crazy. But love thy enemy, because I was an enemy of God. And the Lord still loved me. And then I figured out I was an enemy of God. And I gave my whole life to him, and he turned me to a new creation. Right? And then I changed. When you meet Jesus, you know Jesus is true, you change. If you meet someone and they say they met Jesus and they're the same person, they're lying. You turn into a new creation, a whole new name, a new stone. So yeah, that's why we have to love thy enemy, because I used to be an enemy, so people who are still enemies of God, I will love them, because I was loved as an enemy. So the more I love them, the more they hate me, the more I'll just send love back to them and pray for them and say, listen, you don't have to be an enemy of God. It's not worth it. It's not worth losing your soul. So that's why we gotta love thy enemy. It's hard because I got attacked yesterday on my BitChute channel, and Buddy called me a FAG and GAY and a Jesus freak, and I should be guillotined because I believe in Jesus. That was his nickname, Guillotine Jesus Lovers or something like that. Just think about that. If Jesus is not real, how can someone hate me so much they want my head cut off? And they say Jesus don't exist, and it's not true. Well, then why does he want to kill me? Because Jesus lives within me. And whatever's running that person hates Jesus within me. Jesus says, I've been hated. I was hated and killed. So will you. You'll be persecuted as well. Right? If you live in truth, Jesus is truth, and the earth hates truth. And the Lord of this place is Satan, and he's the Lord of lies. So if you're full of truth, and you're here on the earth, and you're not from here, and they love lies, they're going to automatically hate you. I've always been hated for the truth, and now I know why, and I love it. It's the ultimate truth. I'm not looking for anything else. I know who I am, where I'm going. I'm going back home, baby. As soon as this flesh is done, as soon as the Lord, my Father, wants me to come back home, I'm going to float right back there. And that's the most peaceful thing. That's what Satan hates. He knows he has no control over me. I don't care about money. I don't care about fame. So I can't be bought. And he hates it. All right? That guy wanted to chop my head off. And I pray, I love you, brother, man. Turn away from the darkness, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Whatever you're doing for your drugs, your porn, the sex, whatever it is, whatever's holding you down, it's not worth it. Just give it all to your Father. You know, say, I'm sorry. Change me. Help me. I was addicted to porn and lying and cheating. And I asked my Father, I said, please, Lord, take it away from me. And he did. And he did. And he turned me into a new man, new creation. Yeah, so that's why we should love thy enemy. Because I was an enemy, so I love my enemies. And I hope they're not my enemies for long. God bless.